There are places on earth that hold secrets, not just of history but of eternity. One of them is a river older than empires, older than the first city, older than the very walls of Babylon. Its waters have carried life, but they have also carried the weight of judgment. For centuries it has flowed, silent on the surface. But deep beneath, something stirs. They wait, bound in chains not forged by men, but by the very hand of God. And when the moment comes, the silence of the Euphrates will be broken forever. The Euphrates River stretches across lands that were once the heart of human civilization. From its banks rose the ancient kingdoms of Sumer, Akkad, Babylon, and Assyria. It was one of the 4 rivers that flowed from Eden itself, mentioned in Genesis as a source of life in the beginning. But prophecy tells us this river will also be a source of judgment at the end. It has witnessed the birth of agriculture, the rise of cities, and the march of armies. Its waters have reflected both the glory of kings and the ashes of their ruin. Yet what most do not know is that the Euphrates is more than a geographical landmark. It is a divine boundary, a place marked in heaven's scrolls for a future event so great that all history before it will seem like a shadow. In the book of Revelation, chapter 9, the Apostle John describes a moment of unimaginable weight. The 6th trumpet sounds, a signal from the throne of heaven. A voice, commanding and absolute, declares, "Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates." These are not messengers of mercy. They are not coming to heal, to teach, or to bless. They are instruments of divine wrath, held back until the appointed time. John tells us they are prepared for a very specific moment, the hour, the day, the month, and the year. Not a second too soon, not a second too late. When that precise moment arrives, they will be released, and nothing will stop what follows. The scriptures do not give us every detail, but they give us enough to understand the gravity. In Jude 1:6 we read that angels who abandoned their original place of authority were placed in eternal chains, kept in darkness until the day of judgment. In 2 Peter 2:4 we learn that God did not spare the angels when they sinned, but sent them to Tartarus, the deepest abyss, holding them until the final judgment. Why such severe confinement? Because their rebellion was not mere disobedience. It was a calculated attempt to corrupt mankind, to oppose the Creator, and to destroy His image in humanity. They are not allowed to roam the earth like other fallen spirits. Their power is so destructive, their influence so corrupting, that God Himself has restrained them until the final release. When the command from heaven is spoken, it will echo through realms seen and unseen. Chains will shatter, the river will tremble. The earth itself may shake as the prison gates open. The Euphrates will become more than water. It will be a doorway. 4 colossal beings will rise, bringing with them war, famine, and death. They will strike not with chaos alone, but with a judgment perfectly measured to the will of God. It will be a time unlike any before it, when the ancient watchers step once more into the world of men. This is not given to us to inspire fear without purpose. It is given as a warning, a reminder that justice will not sleep forever. If even the angels are judged for their rebellion, what will be the measure for us? The clock is ticking toward an appointed hour known only to God. Blessed are those who live ready, clothed in righteousness, standing firm in the faith. Blessed is the one who stays awake, keeping his garments on, that he may not go about naked and be seen exposed. Revelation 16:15. The Euphrates still flows, but one day its waters will part, and the world will never be the same.